Hey boys, welcome back to some more Rugby League Live 4 Fan Hub Edition, and we got Cameron Munster, the young superstar on the front this time. Going to be making his Origin debut, which I'm very happy about. He's just he's a quality player. He can play pretty much anywhere in the back line. He's exceptional. But who are we up to? We just did the New Zealand Warriors, so we're now doing the poor old Newcastle Knights, who are the lowest rated team, but you know, not that much. I mean, they're actually like a fair bit lower than, like, you know, the Cowboys and the Sharks and I guess Storm, but you know, hopefully it does make, I am hoping that it does make a substantial difference in terms of how good they are, because I mean, I'd like to actually play through play through with a weaker team and it actually be a more of a challenge. But yeah, go through the team here. Nathan Ross. We had Elliott at fullback, who, you know, sort of in and out. Nathan Ross, he's a good player, very good. He's actually been playing fullback and doing a good job. You know, whether or not that's his best position, I'm not too sure, but you know, you want him to touch the ball as much as possible. How quick was he? 91 sprint speed? I don't know. He probably should be a little quicker than that. He's super quick. Peter Matautia. Dane Gagai here. 80, 84. You know, maybe could be a little higher, but yeah. I mean, stats. Look at his stats. Like, they're all pretty good. I would say probably just strength should probably be up a bit more. Like, just look at him play Origin, dude. Just cannot tackle him. Ken Seo on the wing. Young Brock Lamb, who has been, you know, he's been good this year. He did get dropped last game, didn't he? Trent Hodgkinson came back in with Feeney. I think Lane got dropped, didn't he? If I'm remembering that correctly, but he does look like a promising player. He just needs a few more good players around him, honestly. Trent Hodgkinson, 86 rated. I have no idea why he is so high. Yeah, I don't know. This one is very strange. I can't understand why he's so high. Like, he has not played like even solid for like a couple of years now, so it's fairly strange. Josh Starling, you know, fairly solid front rower. The forward pack, I think, is the is where the Knights really do struggle, though. Koss Jason, I thought he was a good signing for the Knights, but he hasn't played like at all. He's been out with injury, hasn't he? Like, honestly, I don't know. I think it was like the start of the year before they even played a game. He got injured. I was saying like the forward pack is a bit weaker, but they do have some really promising young forwards. Daniel Saifiti he's been incredible, honestly. He's been so good, Daniel Saifiti, and we'll get to Jacob as well, but Daniel has gone to another level this season. Every time I watch him, just looks very impressive. Jamie Buhrer, you know, a solid player. Again, he's been out with injury a fair bit this year as well, so a couple of the more experienced guys they signed haven't really panned out for them too well. And I guess that's true with Hodgkinson as well. You know, I was sort of ragging on him, but he's been injured as well, so there's another one. Sione Matautia is the headgear looks very strange. Is that his normal headgear? I have no idea. It looks weird. I don't think that's his normal headgear, right? Sione? I don't think so, but 73 rated? Jesus, dude, that is low. Actually, I think I remember seeing someone comment about Sione being only 73, and yeah, that's pretty wild. You know, looking at the stats, I mean, the agility should be up. Maybe the sprint speed should be up a bit. I mean, discipline could be up. I mean, he's not someone to give away penalties. Like, his rating should be higher than this. Like, Sione, he's a good player. He's a really good young player. Obviously, shifting to the back row, which you know, I was fairly skeptical of Sione going into the back row, but he's done a great job. He's led the Knights, honestly, in the forward pack. He's been really good. Mitch Barnett, 80. You know, he's shown glimpses of of potentially being a very good back rower, but I don't know, I don't think he's quite got to that level yet. Denny Levi, obviously the starting dummy half, he's really good. I like Levi quite a lot. I mean, he's, you know, similar playstyle to an Isaac Luke, still very young, but yeah, good player, Denny Levi. So, you know, the Knights, I mean, I think the Knights in a couple of years could be very good if some of their signing, I mean, next year you look at some of their signings, dude. Obviously, Kalen Ponga is gonna be the key there, but I mean, you're also getting Kenny Dow, who, I mean, Kenny Dow can have his terrible games, but he's gonna add like a lot of experience, and you know, I mean, there's a bit of drama as well with Kenny Dow, but I think, you know, Kenny Dow can be good. There's a few other signings as well, but they got a lot of young quality. And this guy as well, Jacob Saifidi, hasn't been quite as good as Daniel, but he has started to come. I think he's been better last couple of weeks, but still, Daniel Saifidi is definitely sort of gone above him at the minute. Then we have Jack Stockwell, another one of these. He's 25, not that young, but still fairly young. Luke Yates. Fairly good good player. Another young forward coming through. Joe Wardle, the Super League player coming across. Yeah, I don't know. He hasn't played that many games and haven't been that impressed. Anthony Tupou. I don't know what's happening with Tupou. I don't think is he injured? Is that why he's not playing? I mean, he's played a couple of games this year, but he hasn't really got much of a run, for whatever reason. He is someone who I think is definitely past his prime, that is for sure, but you know, he was one of the best back rowers in the game years ago. Sam Stone, one of these young up and coming back rowers at the Knights. You know, he's probably going to turn into a great player at another club, but you know, he's shown some good signs. Jack Kaga, I think has he played first grade yet? I don't know. I know Johns, I think, has talked about him quite a bit, but I don't know if he's actually played first grade yet. He might have. Corey Dennis, not a fan of Corey Dennis. I don't think this guy has been face scanned. Doesn't look like it. Jalen Feeney, not a bad plays. You know, he's pretty tough. Got a good running game. Lachlan Fitzgibbon. Last few weeks, actually, Lachlan Fitzgibbon has been pretty good, and I think this hasn't been face scanned as well. Doesn't look like it. Gagan, Paulie, where is Paulie been? Has he been injured as well? Like, this is another one of those signings that I thought would really be good for the Knights, but haven't really seen him at all. Pythian, I know this guy was talked about a fair bit at the start of the year, and then bang, did he play the first game? I think he might have played a couple of games at the start, and then he was out for the season, and that was obviously a shame. Tyler Randall's solid, and yeah, there's the rest of them. Cameron King. Okay, that's not the dummy half. I thought, why is he at the Knights? But yeah, that's the Knights team. Let's have a look at the jerseys. I do like the Knights jerseys quite a bit. The nines there. The nines actually look really slick as well. I've never really paid attention to the Nines jerseys too much, but looking at them up close like this in the game, they all look very nice. The clash, I do like their clash as well. I like that design, and then the Indigenous is very good as well. So yeah, that is the Knights. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next one.